Welcome all. Program Bachelors of Arts first year. Subject Psychology. Semester 1. Paper code PSG 101. Paper title Child Psychology. Title of the unit Unit 2 Infancy and Toddlerhood. Module name Cognitive Development. Under that we will be focusing on sensory motor development. Module number 11. I, Miss Vidya Balikai, Assistant Professor at Government College of Arts, Science, Commerce, Khandola, Marshall, Ponda. Outline of the lecture. Cognitive development. Under that we will be focusing on sensory motor development, gross motor development skills, milestones in development, fine motor skills, and each will be discussed in detail and will know what are the different milestones and what does gross motor skills involves and what does fine motor skills involves. Learning outcome. At the end of the program you all will understand the stages of motor development, differentiate between gross motor skills and fine motor skills in detail, know the different milestones of development. So here we will be discussing in detail about what does a gross motor skills mean and what does fine motor skills mean and what are the different stages of motor development in detail. Cognitive development. So here we are dealing with infancy and toddlerhood. So under that we will be focusing on sensory motor development with respect to infancy and toddlerhood. Infants. Infants are a baby, young child that can neither walk or talk. That means these infants are relying on their caregivers completely. In an early stage of development, just the beginning. It is said that it is the early stage of development and it is just the beginning. Toddlers are the young child who is learning to walk and talk. Okay, the age group of toddler is from 1 year till 3-year-old. Sometimes it is also said till 5-year-old. According to WHO, it is from 1 to 5-year-old. It is considered as a toddlerhood. Next slide. Brain development. The most dramatic changes in the brain in first 2 years of life are the spreading connection of dendrites to each other, like for example neurons, dendrites and axons, synapses. So myelination or myelinization, the process by which the axons are covered and insulated by a layer of the fat cell, begins prenatally and continues after birth. This myelination plays a very important role as it passes a message from brain to the other parts of a body as quickly as possible. This process increases the speed at which the information travels throughout the nervous system. Motor development. Infants and toddlers begin from reflexes to gross motor skills and fine motor skills. So motor development from infancy toddlerhood, it begins from reflexes to gross motor to fine motor skills. Reflexes. So the newborn has some basic reflex. For example, the newborn automatically holds its breath and contracts its throat to keep water out. Reflexes are built in reaction to stimuli. They govern the newborn's movement, which are automatic and beyond their control. Okay, here the reflexes are automatic and newborns are inborn with these reflexes. Reflexes are genetically carried survival mechanism. Like for example, babies cry when they are uncomfortable. Babies cry automatically when they are hungry. So these reflexes are inborn in these newborns. Okay, they allow infants to respond adaptively to their environment before they had an opportunity to learn. Okay, this reflexes helps them to communicate their wants and their discomfort to their caregivers. Many reflexes which are present at birth generally wane within few months as baby grows and matures. This reflexes wanes off as a child grows, as a child learns to communicate, as a child knows what are his wants and don'ts later as he grows older. Okay, common reflexes. To name some of the reflexes, such as the first one is sucking reflex. So we are focusing from infants to toddlerhood. So we will start with reflexes, and there are types of reflexes. The first one is sucking reflex. Is reflected when something touches the roof of infant's mouth. Infants have a strong sucking urge reflex, which helps them to ensure that they can latch onto bottle or a breast, okay, for their survival need. Okay, rooting reflex, the second one. The rooting reflex is most evident when an infant's cheek is stroked, when it is touched. Okay, when the cheek of an infant is touched, the baby responds by turns his or her head in an apparent effort to find something to suck. Okay, so that's called as rooting reflex. Moro reflex, a neonatal startle response that occur in reaction to sudden, loud, intense noise or a movement. When startled, the newborn arches its back, throws its head back and flings out of its arms and legs. Then the newborn rapidly closes its arms and legs to the center of the body. Once the effect of loud noise is over, so the baby crowds to the center of the body. Now grasping reflex. Grasping reflex, a neonatal reflex that occur when something touches the infant's palms. The infant responds by grasping it tightly. Okay. So the next one is Gallant reflex. Gallant reflex is shown when an infant's middle or lower back is stroked next to spinal cord. The baby will respond by curving his or her body towards the side which is being stroked. Okay. The next reflex is curling reflex. When the inner sole of the baby's foot is stroked or touched, the infants respond by curling his or her toes. When the outer sole of the baby's foot is stroked, the infant will respond by spreading out their toes. Okay? Then the next reflex is tonic neck reflex. The tonic neck reflex is demonstrated in infants who are placed on their abdomen. Whenever side the child's head is facing, the limb on that side will straighten while the opposite limb will curl. Gross motor skills. As the name itself says that gross motor skills is a large where there is an involvement of large muscles. Skill that involves large muscle activities such as moving one's arm and walking. When there is an involvement of a larger muscles, okay, in body movement, it is called as gross motor skill. Like for example of gross motor skills are standing, walking, controlling movement of legs and arms. As a foundation, these skills required for postural control. Like for example, to track a moving object, one must be able to control one's head in order to stabilize the gaze. Before walking, must be able to balance one's leg. That's what called as a gross motor skills, wherein you have to stand on your feet before making a movement from one place to another. To mention some of the examples of gross motors such as jumping, standing, walking, running, picking up toy without falling over, sit up on its own, infant rolls over, catch small object using only hands. Motor activities levels will peak off about 7 to 9 year old. Fine motor skills, whereas we consider gross motor skills involves large muscle activities, fine motor skills involve finely tuned movement. Like to mention some such as grasping a toy with the fine muscles, like for example using tip of your finger, using a spoon, buttoning a shirt, or doing anything that requires finger dexterity demonstrates fine motor skills. References to be mentioned here. Thank you.